boring Marines.
No.
Well, maybe not anymore.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, first game with the new book.
Yeah, totally. So some of you might be seeing our Blood Ravens battle report. That was our last Marine battle report with the old book. In fact, our only Marine battle report with the old book. And
Indeed.
now here is the first with the new book.
Yeah.
And the supplement.
And the supplement.
Books coming out everywhere, aren't we?
Yeah, totally.
Really do at the moment. Okay, so jump straight to it.
Jump straight to it. What are we playing, Richards?
What are we playing? 40k.
Yeah, of course. But what mission? What mission would it be?
So
This mission.
Visions of Victory, you mean?
Visions
Yes,
of
victory.
So yes, yeah, Maelstrom mission. Basically, it's the one where you mess with your opponent's cards.
Yeah.
And best way of describing it, to be
we
honest.
We do like to mess with each other's cards, don't we, Charlie?
This is very
Exactly.
true, and also it's always more fun if you can mess people around and irritate them while they're playing. That's
Yeah, get a bit of banter.
in the spirit of the
That's
game.
the way the world goes round.
Can you tell which player's the towel player? So nice Maelstrom mission. Do you want to go through your list?
Yeah, so there are no Primaris models in this army. Or are there? So,
Wow.
we will come to that.
No priors models.
No, exactly. That's technically correct. So, Ultramarines 1750 list. We're playing a battalion which consists of 2 tactical squads, got a heavy weapon in each and a sergeant with a power fist, and a sniper cloak scout squad with heavy bolter. The HQs can be whoever. Talion here and Cronus over here, who's riding in a Predator with 2 las cannons, Predator autocannon, Stormbolter and Hunter-Killer missile.
Fully tooled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's got the continuous 2+ BS, so as long as he stays
So
alive,
good.
it makes
So
sense
good.
to give him as much as you can. Right, also in the battalion we have got dedicated transport, so Razorback with Stormbolter, twin heavy bolter. Okay, and that's pretty much that. Moving on, we've got a Vanguard detachment, so this consists of Tigurius, Cassius, and a regular dreadnought, and Vanguard squad with 3 storm shields, I believe. Yeah. Power fist, relic blade, power axe, and then 8 stern guard with a power sword on the veteran sergeant and just standard special issue bolt guns. Tigurius is the ambiguous Primaris model because he's the old model, but we're going to try and use everything from the new book just to your viewing pleasure. So we're going to use him as a Primaris model. So basically he can't go any of the transports, and he's got the extra wound and attack. And I think he's got a few changes to his Rod of Tigurius and Hood of Hellfire
He
as
does
well.
indeed, yes.
For the better.
Yeah, he's much better than he used to be.
Oh yes.
And he will be using the new Primaris discipline. Whatever it's called, the Ultramarines. Indomitus discipline. We'll be using 3 from that. I've chosen them, but I can't recall.
So
offhand
you're
what they are.
playing a game against Custodians, and you're playing Space Marines, and you're not taking Null Zone. What a lovely man you are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly. It would be a cruddy game if I did that, and it would also mean that we're not showing off the Ultramarine supplement.
This is very
So-
true.
But what I will take from this is that he did take Null Zone against my Harlequins.
Which didn't even come off. And then my librarian died turn 1. So
Yeah.
That's what you get.
That's what I get. Deserved it. Totally deserved it. On the Stone Guard I got a dog pod. And that just leaves the auxiliary detachment super heavy, which is Robbie G. Because it's
Some
a
Devastators.
the Devastators, thank you. They are in the battalion. Totally missed them. Devastators, 6-man squad, 2 las cannons, Cherub, missile launcher, and a heavy bolter. Yeah.
I personally would be very interested to see the difference that Bobby G's change to his wound re-rolling makes. So he now only gives you re-roll 1s to win, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, given how much Custodians rely on their armour save, this should give you a good target for a lot of the new doctrines which you'll be using.
So yes, doctrines. I mean, this is going to be. We'll try not to make any mistakes as always, but I'm using the new book for the first time and I barely read it. Charlie is using his Custodes, he mentions.
For the first time?
For the first
Yes.
time. So we will try and make it error-free, but no guarantees.
It won't be error-free.
It won't be error-free.
But we'll at least try and pick up on it.
Well, yeah, exactly. We'll make an effort. I mean, I've only got 21 models, so it shouldn't be too difficult, to be honest.
But I think that's we did well. You pointed out actually, as he's a super heavy auxiliary detachment, he does not benefit from chapter tactics. There's a little footnote somewhere in the book, probably to avoid people bringing fell blades or something like that, relic fell blades.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think that shouldn't affect him. It means he can't fall back and shoot at -1, and it means that he doesn't get a +1 to leadership, neither of which I think will be handicapping him.
No.
I don't think there are any stratagems or anything that specifically say it has to work on a model with the Ultramarines chapter tactics rule, so I think it just says Ultramarines, which he is, so it shouldn't make any appreciable difference to have
So
him
holds
as
a
that.
keyword. Yeah.
Exactly.
So is Robot Girly Man your warlord then?
Of course. And he's...
You never know.
He's got a new warlord trait, hasn't he? This is one where you can heroically intervene from 6 inches.
Please heroically intervene into my custodians, please.
Yeah, that's not going to be happening.
No.
Okay then. So
that's it.
yeah. So fairly fluffy list from a
Yeah,
thing.
it's really nice, and it's lovely to see a drop pod.
Yes.
I haven't seen one in donkey's years.
Yeah, it's good that they've
At
made
least 2
them viable
years
again.
since 7th edition
Yeah.
finished.
I tell you,
Lots of drop pods. Skyhammers, yeah.
Yes.
So the theme I've tried to go on, I always try and put a battle company element in there. So we've got a couple of tactical squads and devastators. No Sicarius today. He's lost in the warp somewhere. Still not good. He'll come back as a Primaris.
Yeah.
So.
Most characters in
Maybe.
4K spend the majority of their time lost in the warp.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And yeah, some first company support, a little bit of 10th company support, and Primarch. I don't like to take him out too often, to be honest, but as with most of the special characters, but I thought if we're trying to show off things that are in the Ultramarine Codex, let's build a 1750 list with as much Ultramarine specific stuff as we can.
You've got 5 main characters in it.
Exactly.
In this army.
Exactly.
Also, you do want some bite, don't you? Because he does, because particularly if Custodians have got, I mean, Custodians aren't what I would consider a particularly strong individual army, but if you were to, instead of him, if you were to have, say, another couple of tanks, I think it would be a bit harder once the Custodians got into the lines of the Ultramarines, whereas now, even if I do get to you, it should be interesting all the way through.
Back
Yeah.
with quite a bit of punch.
That, and as much as it pains me to say it, it is actually a really nice model as well.
It is nice.
So,
That's it then.
Charlie's already told you what he's going to be bringing.
Yeah,
He's
sorry,
already
I
mentioned
kind of hijacked your army.
You've
coverage.
completely shot the surprise.
Okay, you can interrupt me all the way through mine as well.
Shall I just bleep out?
Yeah, exactly. Everything I say, just
Okay then, so we'll
Get them swapped over.
we'll get them swapped over and go through Charlie's list.
Indeed.
Charlie,
hello.
do you know what my favourite biscuits are?
Are they custard creams by any chance?
They are.
Yes, right. Not a joke that's been made before, I don't think, is it? Right. 1750 of the Emperor's actual finest. His super secret banana boys. So basically I've gone for a battalion detachment with the big cheese himself, Captain General Trajan Valoris, who is, in my opinion, a steal for 185 points.
Yeah.
We were having a chat about this yesterday, comparing him to Gilliman, weren't we?
Yes, and he's definitely going to stand up to Gilliman, and for his points, it's ridiculous.
I think so, because he's almost exactly, no, I think he is exactly half Gilliman's points.
350, 184. Yeah, so he's 10 points more than half.
Yeah.
But near enough.
So he's, and I mean that the reroll of 1s to hit is basically just reroll hits because he's a custodian chap.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he's got reroll 1s to wind as well. So he's got the same buff aura.
Yep.
And he still hits like a brick in close combat. He's got the moment shackle, which I do enjoy because it's just the most nebulously explained bit of special kit ever. Because it's basically just a little sort of can here that he keeps that can just do things that he wants. It's a poorly understood relic from the dark age of technology. Yeah, it's just a sort of it's a little MacGuffin to allow him to do things.
Great bit of writing, wasn't it?
Yes.
That is definitely a Custodes sort of thing, because the Misericordia is somewhat similar to that as well. It's a little dagger.
Yes. But it's it's a custodian behind it, so it's okay. So he's the warlord, and his warlord trait is actually exactly the same as Robo Gilman's. He allows people to heroically intervene 6 inches near him, which is good.
You might actually want people to heroically.
Well, exactly, yes. And then the classic. I didn't want to be particularly formulaic, and I ended up designing probably the most formulaic custodian list you could possibly imagine. But basically, the next HQ is the shield captain on Dawn Eagle jet bike. He has surprise, the Auric Aquilis, which gives you the 3-up invulnerable save. It's just really difficult not to take him. He's so good under so many circumstances.
And like Trajan, really good for his points as well.
Yeah, he really is.
Really good
he is. And then in the elite slot, we've got a Vexillus Praetor, who's got the Vexilla Magnificat, which is the one that is so awesome and amazing, it makes people less good at shooting and makes people's plasma guns more likely to blow up. So that, which I think is going to be extremely useful against Jamie's sort of lots of very accurate shooting with rerolls. And then in the troops, we've got 3 units of 3 custodians in the time-honoured fashion, with 2 Guardian Spears and 1 Storm Shield and Sentinel Blade. Still, I think pretty good. Very slow is the only problem. If they hit the enemy lines, then you can get their points back quite easily, I think. But they're very easy for them just to be gunned down before they get anywhere and do anything.
You can do with a drop pod, really, can't you?
They could,
or a teleportation chain.
Well, a Godstrike pattern teleportarium, which is, I believe, what the custodians use. So I've decided not to sort of try and do anything fancy with them. I'm just going to basically run them at Jamie and see what happens, because I'm a novice and that's what I'm allowed to do. And then the next elite choice is the 3 Alaris Terminators, which is something you don't see very often, to be fair, mainly because they are only a few points less, I think, than a jet bike per model, and are much slower, much less shooting. I'd say, on balance, less good in close combat. They've got a higher strength because of their Castellan axes, but they don't have the reroll to wound that you get with the Interceptor Lance. So I still think that the jet bike's better in close combat. But they can teleport, and they look really cool, and I'm not playing to try and sort of...
Models.
And they are lovely.
Amazing models.
And that's what the channel's all about.
Indeed. And also they've got some cool stuff that they can do. They've got an Obliterar... No, that's the Relic grenade launcher. They've got a grenade launcher which is not only pretty good, it's AP -3 with D3 shots, but it can also be retrofitted with a concussion grenade using stratagem, which can stop people overwatching you, which is very nice, because if I'm deep striking in with just over 9 inches, or needing a 9-inch charge, then I've got to take everything I can get, and that way I can just charge without any real loss or risk of being overwatched in the face by your predators or predator autocannon.
As Smurfs can now do a Tau thing, can't they?
Yes, they can. Yes, with their sort of Auspex scan, I believe it's called.
There's the Auspex scan, but there's another stratagem now that allows them to overwatch 3 units within 6 of the charge.
Oh, right, okay. Something for me to bear in mind as well.
Yeah.
And I've given them all the axes. You can give them the spears. I personally think the spears look better, but the axes are just so good, and I've got some spears in the army at least.
Yeah.
And then to round things out, we've got 2 units of 3 Dawn Eagle jet bikes. I mean, if you play Custodians, you love them. If you don't, you don't love them. But they're just so good. They're very mobile, anti-horde, anti-flyer. They can more or less they can knock most stuff for 6 in close combat, and I just didn't really feel able to not take them, if I'm completely honest.
You need the mobility, don't you?
And I feel like I've got some different HQs. I've got some Custodian Guard as the bulk of my force in terms of numbers. I've got some Terminators, and I've got some bikes. I feel like for a
good mix.
Codex Custodes army, it's a broad sort of spectrum. You see most stuff. And I don't like taking some of the Forge World things, because some of
I was going to say, in all honesty, this is probably the only bat rep that you will have seen over the last 2 years that features Custodes that doesn't feature one of the ridiculously overpowered tanks.
Yep.
So.
What's it called again? It's that one. Caladius ground
Caladius.
tank. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's just unbelievable, and that's why in
About
tournaments at the
100
moment-
points undercosted as well.
Yeah, and you're seeing the 3 of them in tournament, or 2 or 3 of them in tournament lists at the moment. So I decided, in the interests of our sort of channel theme, probably steer clear of that, and just go with a nice sort of interesting, fluffy.
We wouldn't want to be OP, would we?
No, exactly. Brill, right.
We do like our irony though. Okay, so Trajan's your warlord, I take it.
Trajan
then?
is my warlord, yes, and I
Yeah.
shall be. He's ready to decamp the warlord as soon as he gets hit in the face with the Emperor's sword to the chap on the bike. So let's see how that goes.
Any Misericordia?
I don't think so. I might have to. I could actually just double check that whilst we're here.
And the jet bikes all got hurricane bolts to look over.
Yeah.
Jet bike. I mean, you could. I don't really like the missile launcher. I think
I
it's
do.
a bit pants.
I feel it's the only real anti-tank they've got until they get up and
Ranged
start hitting
anti-tank,
things with
yeah.
their
Yeah,
swords
but
and
Unless you take the cheesy tanks.
spears. Exactly.
Sorry, the Vexillus Praetor, the chap with the standard, he has got a Misericordia, but I think that's it. I don't think I've given any of those. I mean, I've been sort of toing and froing about Misericordia because they can be really useful,
Yeah.
and obviously when you're in combat you want more attacks because you want to be overwhelming people, but 4 points a model, it really does add up, particularly in a very points-hungry army.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. And then if I feel like I need more attacks, I could always retrofit the list and try it out again.
Exactly.
I like it. It's good.
So I will say that Charlie's been prepping this list. Both me and Charlie are hoping to attend a tournament later in this year, aren't
Yes, indeed we are. The Fun and Fluff tournament at the Shepherd's Bush Dark Sphere.
we? Indeed.
Where
Indeed.
it is they're running a modified Highlander, very, very heavily comped,
Very heavily comped.
list choices. So you can only be a battalion. There's no Forge Well, no Lords of War, no super heavy sort of stuff. And I'll be running a sort of modified version of this list without the Vexillus Praetor and losing a couple of bikes, which should be quite fun.
Yeah.
And you all think, what are you thinking of taking?
I've no idea at the moment.
Harlequins, take your Harlequins. They're really pretty.
So I will be dropping a little bit of a video fairly shortly on here, which is going to be a little prelude to the army that I'm currently working on, just as a bit of a fluff reason for one of the Splinter Mind podcasts little challenges. So I said I'll put it on the channel because it gives me a chance to show off what's coming for my army. It's going to be a couple of months before they're ready, I think. I've got a lot of painting to do, but I think that's probably what we're going to be taking to Fun and Fluff.
Sounds good.
And yeah, it should be good. So I've already had one of the models featured on Forge World's site.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yeah, so I'm quite proud of the painting, and
It does look pretty great.
Yeah. So yeah, so we'll have a look and let's get the table ready.
Let's get some scenery.
Okay then, so here we are. We're table full of terrain and all deployed. So as mentioned, we're doing the Visions of Victory mission from the Maelstrom from Chapter Approved. So it's going to be 6 objectives, which are I would say neatly spaced out, but we're actually a bit clumped in towards the middle here. Not too bad. So objectives, and then drawing cards, and then you get to mess with each other's cards.
Woohoo! Let's see who goes first. First.
First.
Well, I will definitely choose to go first, so you can try and seize if you are.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're going to be like that, you know.
So yeah. So Charlie did finish his deploying. He had to deploy his entire army first. So it does by default go to him, but it's the initiative.
See if Jamie's feeling like a special someone.
He's not.
He's definitely not. And no, Charlie, that doesn't mean you get to go twice.
Oh!
Before he goes.
Can't we play Age of Sigmar? I enjoy that.
Which I just thought of a couple of things to mention. For simplicity, I'm going to use the Space Marine Tactical Objective deck, not the Ultramarine Tactical Objective deck, because I'll just get confused and forget.
And because you haven't got it yet.
And because I'm not getting it. If they're going to do that to me, too many cards.
Too many decks.
I'll buy the books, but not the cards.
Too many dicks.
Too many decks.
Too many decks.
Okay, and you mentioned something about a relic?
Oh yes, so Charlie, you've spent a command point.
I have indeed, yes. I've spent 1 CP to put Captain General TV, Traitor Valoris, the big cheese, the big man, the head honcho. I put him into reserve. He is currently sitting with his Alaris Terminator bodyguard on a Godstrike pattern teleportarium and one of the Moirades custodian ships.
He knows too much this boy.
I know my fluff.
Good, it's good.
So that would leave you with 7 command points.
7 command points. And Jamie?
I'm also spending a command point for the sheer fun of it to give my veteran Sternguard sergeant, who has a power sword, a mastercrafted power sword.
And he is currently sat in a drop pod, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Along with Vanguard veterans.
Okay.
Leaving me with 11 command points. Look at that.
Oh,
It works so much.
look how many command points he's got. Ugh.
Quickly. So, Charlie, your deployment.
Right, so I am using, or going to try and use the bubble of the Vexilla to try and minimise the first lot of shooting. So he'll be running forwards with everyone to try and keep that bubble intact to make sure that hopefully I can reach the Ultramarine lines with minimal casualties. The bikers are sort of just prepped and ready. I think I probably will be just moving them forward rather than advancing because I don't want to be sort of susceptible to a nasty counter charge. And then the Dawn Eagle jet bike equipped a shield captain is just in the middle there, hoping to lend some of his re-rolls to some of the what little shooting I have.
Perfect. And Jamie, you've castled up like a good
Ultramarines player.
I've also just realised that I put Robbie G quite a bit too far forward. Anyone object to me shuffling him back ever so slightly? So
I would object dramatically.
Would you?
Yeah.
I will just shuffle these around a little bit, just to not be an idiot.
Okay, so
He's over enthusiastic.
you've using his bubble.
Yeah, got to do it. So he's going to have Devastators around him, Predator around him, Razorback, a couple of tactical squads. The Scouts are out on their own out there, and then the Dreadnought, a couple of characters in support. Yeah, that's it really. Just got to try. I've got about 1 turn of shooting before it all goes Pete Tong. But yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
I don't think there's much more to it than that.
Obviously, the objective cards can play a big part in this.
Well, I don't think they're going to actually matter that much because I'm just going to run. I've got a big blob. He's got a big blob. I'm just going to run my blob at his blob, and if my blob kills his blob, I win.
Well, I'm hoping
and vice versa.
You get some objectives that are over here, so that you have to kind of divert to try and get some victory points.
No, the Emperor's finest. We don't bother with objectives.
See, I've had this approach against Rich before, and it's cost me.
Yeah, it did.
Yes, so I hear.
Okay then, so we'll grab the objectives out because Charlie, it's going to be your turn first.
Indeed.
Yeah. Right, so new book. We've now got Litanies of Battle for Chaplain Cassius. So we've got 3 here that I've chosen: Litany of Hate, Catechism of Fire, and Recitation of Focus. We can go through Toguris' psychic powers when we get to my psychic phase. So they have to be done at the beginning of the battle round, as does Toguris' Prescience. So Master of Prescience, I apologise.
Master of Prescience.
He is going to choose the Devastator squad, and the wording is: when resolving an attack against that unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll.
Yep.
Okay. So that's them,
So
and
then-
then in terms here. So we're not going to bother with Litany of Hate on the first turn, so I don't think it's going to come into play. So we will try Catechism of Fire. And select 1 friendly chap unit within 6. When resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon against the closest visible enemy unit, add 1 to the wound roll. So we will play that on the Devastators. On a 3+, it goes off. They're not feeling very inspired.
No.
Not very inspired at all. I can understand it.
He's not warmed up yet.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a crackly throat. It's half cybernetic, isn't it? And the other one we've
Need
got
some horse soothers.
Yeah, totally. Recitation of Focus. Select 1 friendly chapter unit within 6. When resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon, add 1 to the hit roll.
Ooh.
We'll play it on the Devastators as well. Come on, he's getting warmed up. Yes, there we go. He's belting it out now. Fantastic. So Recitation of Focus is in play. I'll leave the card there so we know.
Okay,
So
and then
that's it.
yeah,
Okay.
your cards.
Right.
So
So-
now let the fun begin.
We've got the full lots of 2
Uh-huh.
in our game of second guessing each other and trying to screw each other over.
Yeah,
So first couple.
go for it.
So, Warzone secure. So, 1 victory point at the end of my turn if I hold at least 3 objectives, which, yeah, that could be doable.
Yes.
But only if I was to sacrifice to an extent my advancing and big game and hunter, which is obviously there's a few possible options.
Yeah, you've got a
for
few
that.
choices there.
I'm gonna leave you with Big Game Hunter
Ooh.
because I think that on the first turn, at least, Warzone secure would be very easy for you to get. Big Game Hunter near impossible for you to get. So, in the second turn, probably easy, but.
Okay.
Right, so we'll get rid of that. Do you
And
wanna-
the next one?
Then the next couple we've got Crush Their Resistance, which is when I generate tactical objective, Jamie chooses an objective marker and I score D3 if I control the objective marker.
Lovely. And Supremacy is pretty much the same as previous, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I will
Yes.
remove Supremacy and leave you with Crush Their Resistance.
So which are you going to nominate before I crush your resistance?
It'll be number...
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Or will it? We'll give you number 1.
That one,
Number
surely.
one.
In terms of... Oh no, actually, number one's first.
Number one, so by the statue.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh.
You
Right.
right. chose this mission.
I am, yes. Next to defend objective 1 and defend objective 2.
Oh.
You can tell I haven't used these cards
Good
before.
shuffling.
Well, I'm
So,
going to leave you
2
with
is
defend
here.
objective
Yeah, 2
one.
and 2 is here, so yeah.
So defend objective
Okay.
1, and then final.
Finalement. Screw objective 1 and keep them at spear's length. Well, no other units within 3 inches of... Yeah.
So
So these go to the bottom of the pile now.
indeed, yes.
Right.
There we go.
So that is
Something to
clearly
look forward to.
objective 1 is the
It's
the one to get.
Is
Which
the one
is
to get.
appropriate because look who's standing on
Which
objective
is-
1.
with the statue who was
Okay.
facing the wrong way. Okay, so Charlie, we'll go to your movement phase. We'll do a wrap up at the end.
Yep. Sounds good.
Got a lovely quick movement phase then.
Yeah, so I've shuffled everything forwards. The normal guard didn't get quite as far forward as I was hoping.
It's slow on the uptake.
Lots of sort of 2s and 1s and 3s on the advance roll, but and so I've kind of moved the bikes up a little bit behind them. So hopefully then I can sort of time the charges to come in hopefully next turn. Or the turn after. But then at least the jet bikes have now got enough movement to get sort of a bit further forwards and charge in and do stuff. So yeah, that's all there is to it really. Not much to say. The ball has moved forward.
Perfect.
Okay.
Obviously, no psychic phase.
No psychic phase. I don't like psychic armies. It's
You're
too
wrong.
much too much to concentrate on. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Once my 1,000 suns are painted up, then I'll really love them. Okay, right, so I guess move on to the shooting phase. Okay, so shooting phase. So most of my stuff is advanced, apart from the bikers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot all my bikers at that nasty Devastator squad.
I thought you might.
Robert Gurley man.
Bit of a deployment error on my part, I think, putting him too far forward.
He does have... Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Is that rear guy in cover?
No, they are not in cover.
Oh, okay.
But they do have
Okay.
the -1 to hit.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Okay, right. So we'll do the first. We'll do the first one of the jet bike squads over here. So they'll be hitting on now 3s because of that -1. Okay.
A few 2s in there.
There's a lot of
There's
twos.
a lot of 2s.
Is it because I touched your dice, Charlie?
It is entirely because you touched my dice. Don't ever touch my dice again. Okay, and then winning on 4s. Okay, 4. So 4 saves, my friend.
4 saves. Okay. Establish they're not in cover, so just power armor saves. Never lets you down.
Until.
Never lets you down.
Never lets you down.
Nicely done.
Okay, so now the shield captain's going to do that. He's going to fire at the same target. So he's 3s rerolling 1s because of his captain generalness. Not captain generalness, you know what I mean. Oh dear, the 2s are coming in hot.
2s are strong. Oh
dear.
Always reroll a 1 into a 1.
Winning on 4s. 3 wins though, to be fair.
Did you have any 1s to reroll from the previous
No,
unit?
they're not within range of the big
I
jet.
see. Okay. So 3 power armor saves.
Power armor saves.
1 succumbs.
Okay.
It will be, you know him.
Johnny Bolter.
Johnny Bolter.
Okay, and now we'll do the same thing with the other guys. So final jet bike unit. I believe I got the right number of dice first. Anyway, okay, yep. So it'll be 3s rolling 1s because then they are near to the chapter fella, the big honcho.
Big custard.
3 2s there, 4 2s. I hate 2s. They're my new least favourite dice roll.
Good.
Okay, that's a bit more like it.
Converted.
Let's see what the wound rolls are like this time. If I could knock out some of those heavy weapons, that would be lovely. Oh dear, not great.
See half of those dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
Six.
not that much worse than average.
Okay.
All it takes is Jamie to be Jamie, and they might all die.
Well.
Straight to your face.
Okay, so we've got 6s, and we've just got a sergeant left before we start to lose heavy weapons. So, fingers crossed. Lost 1 heavy weapon unless we do a command re-roll. Well, the thing is, I've got more heavy bolters in there, so I can just lose a heavy bolter because Hellfire is obviously going to be important against this army. But yeah, we can lose a heavy bolter and the sergeant.
Okay.
There we go.
Coolio.
Okay.
That's all my shooting.
That's what you're shooting?
Yeah.
Any charges?
I'm not arranged to make any charges. Alas. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just, getting ready.
So that was a pretty quick turn then?
Yeah, it wasn't great, but I wasn't really expecting much from from some long-range bolters against Marines. It's never going to be their ideal target.
So no victory points, no first strike.
I believe that is the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah. Go destroy my cards, shall we?
yeah.
New shiny smelly cards. We have 8. Let's see what they reveal. Secure 3 or master the warp.
Right, now where is number 3?
3 is here, Charlie, so
Ooh.
that's the draw you want, isn't it?
Yeah, not going to make any difference. I think. Can you get bonuses for casting lots of powers?
If you manifest denied 3, I don't think he can cast 3. He can cast 2.
Is there an overcharging stratagem for them to cast another power though?
Don't quote me, but I don't think so.
We'll do secure objective 3.
Yeah. So remove or keep secure objective 3.
We'll remove secure objective 3. Sorry.
Okay.
Because master the warp, you've still got a chance of perils.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Next one. Area denial or overwhelming firepower.
Well, I believe I am within 6 of the centre of the board, so
Should we double check it?
I think that's probably wise.
Yeah.
I would say you're definitely there, but
I would say you are.
sometimes you get surprised with this. Yeah. Well, it's close, but I think you're there. Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Right, so you want to keep me with overwhelming firepower.
Good one. Yes, so we'll keep going, I think.
Right. Next one's defend 2 or hold the line. Well, defend 2
Defend
is...
2, I think, is
there we
probably
go.
what I will be.
And then the last one is defend 3
Ooh.
or for the Emperor. We are using the Space Marine ones, not the Ultramarine ones. Score 1 victory point of at least 1 infantry or biker unit from your army finished a charge move this turn. Well,
I think it's got to be that one, hasn't it?
Okay, there we go.
So they're the cards set.
might get
Probably a
one
little
victory
bit
point.
better of a draw than Charlie's, but
But that's not saying much.
that's not so much at all.
Alright, so we'll come back at the end of the movement phase. I don't think there's anything we have to do beginning of my turn, but I'll just have a quick think.
Yeah. A wild drop pod appears.
And where is
Rarely
it?
seen over the last 2 years.
And it's sitting prettily on...
On objective 1.
Yeah. We just discussed we're not going to count the doors as meaning anything because that would be... Well, I suppose rules as written, doors do count, but it really needs an FAQ to say don't, because it would be rubbish.
It'll come.
It'll come. So
Okay, so-
Stone Guard have deployed 3 inches, moved up into the building here. Their main job is just to keep things from deep striking down here at the moment and to provide a bit of covering fire to keep Charlie off that objective. So that's how he's going to score all his points. Tried to reset some of my previous deployment error by moving the tactical squad here as a bit of a screen and Cronus back, so obviously he'll get the -1 for moving and also for your guy with the Aquila. Robbie moved back a bit, as did some of the characters. Razorback stayed put.
You mean brave, brave, brave. Brave, Sir Robbie.
Yes,
Bravely
exactly
ran
that
away.
way.
Bravely run away. second out, bravely taking
I
to
never
his
did.
He beat a very brave retreat.
Oh, Lord.
Bravest of the brave, Sir
I
Robin.
never.
Dreadnought shuffled back a bit to be out of Custodes' charge range. Won't be able to escape the bikers, but he's still on objective 3. All of these guys except one stayed put, and that's it really. Scouts stayed put.
Okay, so
Psychic phase.
psychic phase.
Psychic phase.
So Togurius from the Indomitus discipline has precognition, Scryer's Gaze and Psychic Shackles. This turn we're going to try and put Scryer's Gaze onto Sergeant Cronus in the tank because we might need to re-roll some some damage rolls for him. Okay, so it's warp charge value of 7. Togurius can re-roll it and he also has +1. And if we get this off, we've mastered the warp. That's it.
I'll do it.
Yep, so we now got Scryer's Gaze there. He doesn't really need to use precognition. There's a vague chance he might get charged this next turn. We give him a 5-up invulnerable save and -1 to hit with attacks against him. It's only warp charge 5 and I can re-roll it, so I might as well. Yeah, so he's got precognition. That's that.
So 2 cast.
Yep.
We're going to shooting phase.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we know what we're doing. We'll see. Right, so the sniper scouts here and Telion are going to shoot at the Vexilla. The heavy bolter can't target them, so he's going to shoot at the Dawn Eagle squad here using the Hellfire stratagem. I think he won't get the rerolls from Robuta Gulliman like everyone else, but I think because he gets the 2+ to hit, it's probably a better trade-off. So,
Okay.
right, so sniper scouts shooting down. Normally 3+, 2+ because of Telion, and then 3+ again because of the Vexilla. All hits. So looking at 5s to wound, 6 for mortal wounds.
Oh.
Well, that's a bit of a swine of a roll.
So 1 2-up armor save.
Okay.
So he's got
Let's
1
convert
wound.
that. And then Telion.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Should we do the Hellfire Heavy Bolter first? Yep, so the Heavy Bolter, because it's the same squad. So the Heavy Bolter is going to shoot that Dawn Eagle jet bike. So he's going to need, again, 3s to hit. Hits, and it's D3 mortal wounds. Just the 1.
Okay.
Is it worth a command point reroll? I think it might be, because I've got very few ways of putting mortal wounds out. I know it's early in the phase, but I've got enough rerolls down here anyway. So, yeah, we'll use a command reroll on that one. It's worth it.
Definitely worth
So
it.
let's put us down
Worth
2
it.
command points to 9 now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Telion, I think he's got 2 shots and they're 36 range. Let me just double check that. Right, so Telion, big roll here. We've used the command reroll already to damage the Dawn Eagle. So he's got 2 shots, normally hitting on 2s, but hitting on 3s because of the Vexilla. Okay, so 1 hit. It's needing a 5 to wound, 6 is a mortal wound. It's a wound.
It is a wound.
-2.
Minus
damage 2, Charlie.
So he's got a 4-up.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So he's dead.
Not a command point.
I don't think so, to be honest. He's got so many re-rolls that the -1 to hit doesn't actually make that much of a difference.
Fair point.
So yeah, that was first strike.
First
That
strike.
was much better than expected. Snipers, I've never seen them be that effective, to be honest. So, but it was helpful because now I've got the rest of the army without the -1. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens next. The Dreadnought, we've pre-measured. He's got a Stormbolter and Assault Cannon into this Dawn Eagle squad.
And Stormbolter now has... Assault Cannon now has -2 to AP, doesn't it? Because of your Devastator Doctrine.
Yes, very good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, this is the first time we've used, and actually, so would have Telion's weapon because it was heavy as well.
Yeah, he's got 4 evolved,
So,
but
of course.
yeah.
Yeah. So we've pre-measured. It's in range. He did move back a bit to try and get out of charge range. So the assault cannon, when we fire, will be hitting at -1. 2 hits from the Stormbolter, needing 5s. Nothing. I'll be in range of. Will be. Yes, we are within 6. So we can re-roll that 1 to wound. Nothing. Okay. So the assault cannon. Okay. So there misses because he moved.
Yep.
Re-rolling the 1.
You can
You
still
re-roll
re-roll the
the
3s as well.
Oh, because they've changed the
Gulliman's new
wording.
wording,
They've
yeah.
changed the wording. It's my mistake. Sorry. Okay, well, that's good. So needing 3s to wound you because they're toughness 5.
They are, yes.
6s. Okay. Re-rolling those because of the big G.
So that's 5.
And
4
to
ups.
say, because the Devastator Doctrine,
5 4 ups.
Saves.
So that's 1 dead bike and 1 down to 3 wins.
okay, so far so good. So we've got a flak missile. Who can see the squad? So that'll be the next stratagem to use, putting us down to 8. And then the bolters, we pre-measured, they're in long range of here. They didn't move except for one of the squad. So, no, maybe 2 of the squad, but they're the 2 who can't see anyway. So
Yeah.
we've got 2 bolters hitting on 3s. Okay, re-rolling because of G-Man. Okay, wounding on 5s. 2 saves from the bolters. There's no AP.
2 2 ups. So it goes down another wedge.
And then flak missile.
Those.
Sorry, was that on the front guys?
The bolters. Yeah.
And the flak missile was targeting the jet bike. +1 to hit. That's on a 6.
Definitely hits.
D3
Yeah.
mortal wounds. 2. Okay. So you're keeping track of my
One
command
left.
points, Richard. Okay.
Yep.
So we'll forget. He's out of range. He's in range, so he will fire next. He's got his rapid fire, which we measured 24 inches. So this is a monster. I'm not really sure how the rapid fire. I don't think it applies to him, does it? Because he's moved. So it's just 3 shots. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of himself. Lever hand dominion is a strength 5.
So, yeah, so 4s.
Rerolling because of himself. So 2
This
saves.
is on these guys or the jet
This
bikes?
on the jet bike.
Okay, and 4 up and invulnerables.
No.
Both saved.
That's safe. Good stuff. Right, Cassius out of range. We've got the heavy bolter and the storm bolter here. Storm bolter is, well, it doesn't matter. We measure from the hole these days, doesn't it? So, is that on his base?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the storm bolter fire didn't move. Now remind me of the rapid fire one, because he's a vehicle. He didn't move. He gets to double shoot, or does it not apply at all to them?
Bolter discipline no longer applies to vehicles.
That's it. They changed it, didn't they?
Yeah.
In beta. Right. So 2 shots with the storm bolter. Re-rolling that one. Nothing. Right. Then the heavy bolter.
Heavy.
Sorry, dropping dice everywhere. It's 5 hits.
So 3, and again,
3 saves. It's
-2.
-2 because of the
And this is the bikes as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so 4s.
Very good job.
Nicely done.
Coming back.
Right. So let me have a pause and a think about what needs to go where, because we're running out of guns. With this tactical squad here, we just measured up. 3 of them can fire their bolters. They did move at the custodian squad there, and then the heavy bolter's going to go into the wounded Dawn Eagle jet bike squad there. So the bolters, and they're also within range of Gilliman. Here on 1, nothing. And the heavy bolter did move. Hits. That will be
3 wins.
2. Oh yeah, 3 of the top
Right.
5. Sorry,
And that's against the
that's against
Dawn
your
Eagle.
Dawn Eagle.
those Dawnies. Okay, so 4 ups again. Saves
Off
up.
that wound.
So he's now dead.
That's what we were hoping for. Now we come to the Devastators. Just to explain, we've still got the Cherub. This guy had to move to get back in coherency, so he's going to be at -1. But they do have the recitation of focus from the chaplain, which
And Scryer's Gaze.
and Scryer's Gaze, so they can add 1 to the hit rolls and they can re-roll. I think the damage roll was the one to do. So we will go for, hoping for good luck, we will go for 2 las cannons into this unit of Dawn Eagles that are so far unwounded, and then
that.
the missile launcher into the remaining one, because if that doesn't work, we've still got the Predator. Okay, so the las cannons. One that moved. That's a miss. Re-rolling for Gilliman. Also a miss. So the other las cannon, that's a hit. Okay, and we will probably use the Cherub to get a second shot off with that. Do you determine Cherubs that when you fire? It's after you fired, isn't it? So you don't have to declare it now.
I believe it's after.
Yep. So we'll wait and see what happens.
Resolve the
with this.
damage and then.
Yep. So the las cannon to wound does wound.
Okay.
So 4 up and vulnerable.
You made it.
Nicely done.
Okay, then the missile launcher on the straggler over there. 3s to hit, rerolling because of G-man. Hits. Wounding on 3s. Wounds. 4 up. Made it again. Then we'll use the cherub to fire the missile launcher again at the same target as these. So need to hit you again. Hits on a 3. Wounds on a 4. 4 up. Nope. One's got through. 1 point, Charlie? No. Okay, so damage roll. We need a 4. We can re-roll because of Scryer's Gaze. That's the one.
Ooh.
Just pip them.
And that's that unit gone.
Yeah.
The first unit bikes down.
And then the other unit, it will be everything from Sergeant Cronus, who did move
Yep.
over at these Dawn Eagles. So the Stormbolter's out of range.
Bear in mind that's not a member of us.
Yeah, those 2 and the one down below, aren't they? So, and a Hunter Killer missile. So it's the missile, the Predator autocannons, and the las cannons all at that squad.
Okay.
Okay, so las cannons first. Okay, so that's nil. G-man is in range.
Still with it. Yeah.
So re-rolling.
It's 1 hit with the las cannon.
Does wound.
That's weird.
Nope.
Okay, so damage roll.
Ooh.
Brutal.
Very
UT.
much so.
Predator autocannon. Oh. Moved, but he's 2+ ballistic skill. 5 hits. It's filthy, I'm sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, that's right.
7 saves from the Predator autocannon. It's -2 because of the devastating
Yeah.
action.
So 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
And they are both dead.
5 saves.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said 7 saves. Oh well.
You did say
Seven saves, I'm sorry.
Well, it's alright. Even if I took out, well, I mean, even if I took out 2 of the fails, I think, well, there would be 1 left on 1 wound.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the Hunter Killer missile lastly hits. Does not wound.
Fails to wound.
And we can't re-roll that.
No.
Anymore. So that's that.
Okay. Is that the end of your shooting phase?
Mercifully, I think so. I don't think anything else is in range.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
That's it. Do you have any charges to declare?
I don't think so.
No, you don't.
Oh look at that.
Trust me, you don't.
Right.
Okay then. So,
let's look at the cards.
did
Area
you?
denial we would never have got.
No.
And we will discard that because there's no chance of getting it. Master Walk we got.
Yep.
For the Emperor, we did not finish a charge.
No.
We'll keep that just in case. Objective marker, defend objective 2 at the end of 2 consecutive turns, but that's not going to happen, is it? Okay, so we got first strike and that's it.
Okay.
Points.
So 2 points to 0. End of
Yeah.
battle round 1.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear. That's. I think that's about. What would that come to? I think that's about 500 points of units he just shot off the table in 1 turn.
And this is with a fluffy Ultramarines army.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a.
Those doctrines
They
didn't make
are.
much difference, did they?
Yeah, because they're pushing
Did
me.
they take
They're
two
pushing me to my
vulnerables?
4
Yeah.
vulnerable
Okay.
Yeah.
from my 2 up armor save, which is
I think
very, very good.
killing the Vexilla helped a lot as well.
I don't think it did,
No.
to be honest, because
the rerolls.
you've got rerolls anyway. So I don't know. Well, maybe, but it didn't feel like you would have had much trouble given the fact that you were rerolling everything anyway.
So we're down to 8 command points now.
Indeed. Okay, so we'll come back for. We'll do Charlie's movement phase and come back into for battle round 2.
Indeed you do. And the launcher.
Yeah. So start the battle round 2. Obviously before Charlie's movement, etc. We have some other bits to resolve, don't we?
So the litanies of battle we just measured up from Chaplain Cassius. He's going to put Catechism of Fire and Recitation of Focus.
Well, he's going to try.
He's going to try. They're both ranged weapons, so I think it made sense to put them on the tank, hoping that he won't get shut down, but he may. So Recitation of Focus on 3 up, yep, and then Catechism of Fire Wow. Okay. He's in full orating mode now.
He's getting his word bearer on. Yeah.
We've also switched to the tactical doctrine. Like it. And then we've also put prescience from Tigurius onto the Devastator squad. Okay, that's all my.
So now you've finished interrupting. Charlie, your movement phase.
I ran really
You
fast.
ran, and you did run
In the
this
wrong
fast this
direction.
A
time.
bit better. And then, so basically, because of the number of casualties I suffered, I really needed to keep Trajan Valorous with everyone else, because otherwise there was no chance of me forming any sort of critical mass of charging units. So the Alaris Terminators and Valorous are now down in the middle of the pack, and so basically I've just now got to try and plink off as many wounds on the sort of slightly more peripheral units before I can get some charges in, hopefully with my bikes, and if I'm really lucky, the big TV might be able to get into that dreadnought, but we shall see. We shall see.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shooting phase.
Shoot phase. You want to go straight in?
Yeah, may as well. So this guy, so Shield Captain's going to fire his Hurricane Bolter into the Devastator squad.
These guys in. They're
Those
all
guys
covered
are
out.
They are indeed, so get the nice cheeky 2-up armor save.
Yep.
And we've still got -1 on them for Master of Prescience.
Yep.
Okay, so these will be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, cursed 2s. Okay, that was alright.
Wounding on 4s.
And then wounding on 4s. Ooh, that's less good.
4 again.
4.
Okay. 4 2-up saves. There's a 1 in there.
Fails.
Okay.
So the
One Devastator down.
I'm
Yeah.
going to kill a las cannon because if there's a
Got 2 of
remote
them.
chance that the flak survives, we might need to sword.
Okay. So next is going to be the this biker here. So he's going to fire into that squad at the back next to
Next to the daddy man.
their daddy. So these will be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Oh, good. Thank God for that. Oh dear, it's not great. And then wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s because he's near Trajan Valorous. Oh dear.
Lots of 2s again.
Oh, Charlie.
It's not good. Oh, it's really not good.
3.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
That is 2 dead
there you
then.
go.
Yeah. See, this is why I wanted him dead.
It all evens out.
Fear
in
the
the end.
hurricane bolter.
Okay, so I'm going to use Trajan Valorous, and his gun is going to shoot into the dreadnought. So it's rapid fire 1, so he will get 24 inch range. So he'll get 2 shots, and he'll be hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. Because actually, sorry, no, he's going to go into that squad of Marines behind him as well. Yep. So 2s, rolling 1s, and then 3s, rerolling 1s to wound. And it's AP -1. So
Nice.
2 4-ups.
One more dead. Take a
Okay.
beating.
And then the Terminators are also going to go into the chap at the back. So they've got yes, that squad there. So they've got 3 shots from their axes, because I believe they are. Oh, sorry, it'll be 5 shots. I believe they are. 2 of them are 12 inches away, and 1 is over. Is that right?
So 12 inches from him. It'd be 2 over 12 inches.
2 over 12 inches. Okay, so 4 shots. So hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. Okay, and then wounding on 4s, and it's AP -1. That's 2 more.
2 more. Incoming.
So 1 more.
One
dead.
survives.
Gone.
And then finally their Ballistarius grenade launchers. So it's 3 D3 shots. 3. Okay, so hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. And then wounding, I believe, on 4s. Re-rolling 1s because of Trajan Valorous.
Ugh.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Right.
Okay. Right. So, well, it's custodian shooting, really, isn't it? So, I mean, I can go straight onto the assault phase.
If you're ready.
It's such a.
Can I throw a couple of things in?
Of course you can.
We discussed one thing off camera, which was about the who had Scryer's Gaze on them, and couldn't really remember. I can't remember if they went on the Devastator or the Predator. They might have gone Devastator, they might have gone the Predator, but it was used on the Devastator, not the Predator. and we were happy with that. The other thing is these Devastators did not take a morale check. I forgot about that before, so we can roll that now. Okay, they lost 3, and they're +1 for Ultramarines with the sergeant. The sergeant's dead, but so they're good.
You're fine.
Cool. Okay, right. So charges to be declared. So the shield captain's going to go into this unit of Space Marines.
Right. Now, stratagems. Just so you're aware of the stratagems. They can be like Tau. So they can have covering fire or whatever it's called. We're going to take a moment just to look that up and see.
I thought you meant as in Tau as in universally hated.
I think they're probably on the road
they're
to
also
that.
universally hated, yeah. Right, so we've just had a read about defensive focus. Use this stratagem after an Ultramarines unit from your army is chosen as the target of the charge, which these guys were from him. Select up to 3 other friendly Ultramarine units that are more than 1 inch away from any enemy units and within 6 of the targeted unit. The selected units fire Overwatch at the charging unit as if they were targets of the charge, character or otherwise, I'm assuming, from what it says. So the options are really Guilliman, the Devastator squad, here or here. Since the tactical one is now in play, I will probably use Guilliman. He's within 12 of the jet bike, so Guilliman, Devastator and the Predator will fire Overwatch in addition to these guys. Okay. So squad first, from their bolters, I'll do it over here. Okay, there's 1/6 there. It's re-rolling everything, isn't it? G-Man. So 2 hits from the bolters, 1 wound, 2 wounds from the bolters.
So 2 threat and vulnerable saves. Down to 6 wounds, I think.
6 wounds. Heavy bolter. Oopsie daisy. Rerolling everything. It's 1 hit, which does convert to a wound at -1.
3 up. That's it.
Right. Guilliman next with his Hand of Dominion. Oh dear. Oh dear. 3 hits, and I believe it'll be wounding on 4s.
That's 6. It's strength 6.
It's.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, they all
Doesn't
convert.
Okay, so 3 up and vulnerable saves. Yeah, loves it.
Very good. The Devastators, las cannon, missile launcher, and then las cannon re-rolling. Oh, so does the missile launcher wound? It does.
Yeah.
-2. Yeah.
That's it.
And the Predator lastly, so his Stormbolt, that'll be out of 12 inches I think, so 2 shots. Re-roll the 1. 1 save. It's at -1 because of the tactical doctrine.
Yeah.
And then the Predator was going to get that many shots. Oh dear. Right, one hit. Nothing. And then lastly his 2 las cannons. Although we're adding +1 to the hit roll.
Not for Overwatch.
Not for Overwatch, no. So nothing there. Try again. Nothing there. So despite that, 2 command points. That could have been a lot worse.
Oh, it could have been a lot worse. Okay, right. So do I get?
Did you make
charges?
it?
It's where the double 1 comes in. But you've got the Auric Aquilus anyway.
I do. I think 7 inches will do the trick. If Jamie would be so kind as to
That's
measure
the magic
it.
number, isn't it, Charlie?
It is indeed.
Where do you want him?
Just at the front. It's fine.
In base to base or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Next charge.
So now the final bike is going to try and charge that Devastator squad.
Okay. So, las cannon, re-rolling, missile launcher, re-rolling, hits, wounds.
He's dead. He's dead. So, charge declared from Valoris first into the Dreadnought.
Would you like to try and fire some Overwatch?
I would. I believe he's in 6. Yes, he is. Okay.
Yeah.
So, assault cannon, re-rolling all. 1 hit, 1 wound, -1 because the Devastator.
Okay, so he's got a 3 up and vulnerable save.
Very good.
That's it.
Stormbolt, sorry. 1 from the Stormbolt wounds. That's a -1.
3 up and vulnerable save.
Oh, roll that again.
That's definitely cocked.
Okay, so Boris is now down to 5 wounds. Okay.
Now, does he come and...
Does he make it?
Does he make it in? Okay, so he needs a 9-inch charge. Gets a 9-inch charge.
So here's it.
What a fella, yeah, if you wouldn't mind. And then just put that 5 behind him.
And now while the Terminators gonna follow suit.
How far did we say they needed?
Well, if I put him so they've got a more direct route, because if they're going round the ruins, we sort of said they need about... They're going to need an 11.
11. Okay, right, well. Sally forth, fellas. I'm going to use command point.
Oh.
So I need a 5 up.
Good luck.
Boo ends.
Puts you on 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, right. So I'll
Now.
attack with Trajan Valoris first. Oh yes,
2 ticks, because I can heroically intervene. I need to read the rules of his...
We need to be
order.
within 6.
You need to be within 6 of him. So...
Within 6 of him, and you still need to... it's only a 3-inch.
Still only a 3-inch.
That you can move.
So...
So there's no heroic interventions. Did think about it, but we're just going to go straight up. So, who's striking first?
I'm going to go with the shield captain on the jet bike first.
Ooh.
So he's going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, and then wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Okay. All hit. And then... So that's 4 at AP -3.
Ooh. 1 survives. So there's 2 left in that squad. It can be these guys.
Okay.
Okay. I may consider interrupting. So we're going to try the Dreadnought.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're using another new rule, aren't we? Whatever it's called, the new Space Marine one that gives you +1 attacks when you're charged or intervene.
Yes.
So it'll be
Shock assault.
Shock assault. That's the one. So it'll be 5 attacks over the Dreadnought space 4 on PG.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky there's somebody nearby.
So good.
4 hits.
Okay.
Your toughness 6? 5?
5.
5, okay. Wouldn't have mattered actually. So wounding on 2s, re-rolling the 1. 5 saves.
Oh dear me.
Flat 3 damage, I believe.
Yes indeed. So in fact, if I fail 2 of these, he's dead. He's dead. Well, I'd have to use
I
the
think you have to.
Oh no, I've already used...
Wait, not the...
Yeah.
Oh, not in the short. Okay, right.
Just.
Whoa, that could have ended badly.
Good work.
So 3 wounds left.
Yep. And 2. I've not got many command points left now though. Running out of shenanigans. 4 left, Charlie 6.
So Mr. Valoris,
Yep.
who's feeling a little bit
Do you want
shaky
to
after
pile him
that.
anywhere, or?
Nah,
Nah.
where he is. So he's going to be hit on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Well, so 2s re-rolling, and then he's going to be wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Yep.
So that's all hit. And then wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. I hate 2s. Okay.
Is it a -4 or 3, Charlie?
It's -3.
So leading 6s. There's 1 in there, so is it 3d3?
3d3. Okay.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, leaving him with 1 wound.
But I do have my Misericordia I can attack.
Ah, do you?
Excellent, yes. So hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. And but I will need a 5 with this.
Good luck. Yeah.
Oh, AP -2. My
Right,
friends.
so we need a 5 up.
5 up.
It's just a 1 damage weapon, I guess.
It is a
isn't
1
it?
damage weapon.
5 up needed.
Oh. I mean, that is exactly what the Misericordia is designed for.
Yeah.
It is
The death
literally a
Finishing people off.
tiny little dagger to finish them off.
Right,
Right in the
that was
sarcophagus.
quite underwhelming, if I'm honest. Couldn't kill a
I was
Dreadnought.
surprised you didn't fight with him first, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, it was a complete boob on my part. I was just thinking, oh well, I chanced that fella first, so I'll attack with him. And I guess so. So also, I suppose it's I'm trying to think if I'm going to use Mr. Valoris's Moment Shackle, but I think
Does he heal wounds or something?
he does. He can heal D3 wounds, but I don't
These
think
guys are going
it's
to pile
worth
it.
it.
Otherwise, so
I don't think it's worth it right now.
fight with them.
So
Attacks back.
Yep. So the tactical marine getting 2 attacks. That time, 2 hits. That's where you go down, Charlie.
2 wounds. He's okay.
And the power fist. I don't
Should we re-rolling?
I don't think they're within range.
Oh.
Let's just check it. No, Alfred.
No.
Okay, so we're only on 3s.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 power fists.
So 2 3 open vulnerable saves. 1 goes through. D3 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that the full extent of your attacks back?
Yes, I'm not going to. I've only got a few command points left. I'm not going to pay to fight again.
Okay.
It's almost worth it, but then I think it's probably not.
It's definitely worth it to kill Trader Valoris, I would have thought.
Well, if I can shoot him, or I can.
That's true. That's very
Or I
true.
can do other things to him. Or I can just leave.
I
him
mean,
in
you are
combat.
Ultramarine, so you can fall back and shoot anyway.
I can,
so-
yeah. Or I could just stay in combat and
Punch
find
him
out
safe.
against it first. So I do need to take a morale check for a couple of squads though. So this
Yeah.
guy here lost 4. 5 now. I just need to work out his stacking bonuses because he's got Gilliman nearby and he's an Ultramarine and he's a sergeant, so that's probably a leadership.
9.
Would it be 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 for the sergeant. So.
So he's
He
right.
gets +1 for Ultramarine, and I think
Yeah.
he gets another +1 for Gilliman, doesn't he?
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
it's
he's fine.
He's
definitely
safe
okay,
one way
yeah.
or the other.
And then these guys, same story. They lost 3. Yeah, so
No,
they're
fine.
okay.
Okay. So did you get any points?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh man.
Not even close either on
No.
some of those.
Do you want to
Unfortunately.
discard something?
I can already see where this is going. To be honest, I think I'm just going to stick with them. To be honest,
You sure?
I've kind of already written this off, so I'm just going to try and charge and kill some stuff with my Guardian Spears.
Well, you've got a lot of wounds to chew through.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Right, mate, you'll go.
The card draw for Ultramarines turn 2. What we got?
Defend 6. Where is 6? It's Mazel.
I'm going to make you set defense 6.
And priority orders retrieve was the other one.
6 is it.
6 is all the way over here.
there. Okay, and priority orders received. So I know we've drawn these, but we'll just have to draw it from the remaining deck, won't we?
Yeah, for
This is the one that the Warlord has to achieve. No prisoners.
yeah, that could probably happen.
Which one you're going to get rid of then, Charlie? Yes.
I think we'll get rid of no prisoners.
Okay. Okay.
And then the other.
Scour the skies and assassinate. Oh, tough one.
Probably scour the skies.
Keep all-
As in, I will
get rid
probably
of-
say keep scour the skies.
Scour the
Because I've
skies.
got more characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll do Ultramarines movement phase and do a little wrap
I'll
up
be right back.
because assuming not a great deal's going to move. So after us taking the piss out of Jamie for being a boring Castle in Ultramarine player, he's caved to peer pressure and actually moved most of his units.
And then I got called a coward for running away. so I moved G-Man and Cassius up here. They're just going to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else ran away.
Yeah, so because we've got the Ultramarines rules on top of the tactical doctrine, which is still in play, we can move and shoot.
Rules upon rules upon rules.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
It's rules time.
It's killing Charlie and it's blowing my brain. So.
Rules the gathering.
And then the final bit is
Yeah,
coming
so-
in from reserves.
Reserve. So we've got 2 defend objectives here, 2 and 6, and I kind of figured if we went for 2, at least then if they're needed in the next turn,
They
they're
can hop
within
over.
striking distance. Scour the skies. If we can get that jet bike, we score that. For the Emperor, we've got to make a charge. So I think G-Man's got a decent chance of that. Dreadnought fell out of combat, and the Stern Guard got down out of the building because the action's
Sat
all
there,
over here
I
now. So, right, we'll go to psychic phase and then be right back. Right, psychic phase. Got 2 psychic powers we can get off. We're going to use Scryer's Gaze to try and get a command point back. So needing the 7, but he gets +1. It's a fail, so we can re-roll because he's him.
Because he's amazing.
Yeah,
That'll do
definitely got
it.
it.
I'll do it.
Should have saved that.
Should have
for the
saved that
smite,
for the smite.
If
Next up
only the
is-
+1 made it a perils.
mate. If only.
So now we will smite, and Valoris is the closest target, I'm
Indeed.
afraid. Goes off.
Yep.
Just a normal baby smite.
D3 wounds de mortal.
Don't you get saves as a
Getting
custodian?
6 up against
Yeah.
mortal wounds caused by smitage.
Better than a slap in the face. You'll need them.
I certainly will. Okay, let me see if I can summon some of Jamie's always at least 1/6 roll. No,
Command points
that's not worth it for a 6-up. No. Mr. Valoris is unfortunately going to pop. He left the oven on in terror, so he needs to go.
That's what he gets for saying smite me. So, mighty smiter.
I will have to pay a command point to put my warlord onto him.
Into the shield captain instead.
Yes.
See, you know your rules.
Right. Okay.
Down
So-
to 5, John.
Any more
Back up to
psychic
5.
shenanigans?
No, that's it.
So straight into shooting phase.
Okay, so starting with shooting over on this side of the table, I'm dropping dice. The drop pod's going to fire a storm bolter into this squad of 3 here. 2 hits. There's no wounds. The stone guard over here, so we've got them down like this because we said if they're in base to base, that's fair enough for them getting down 6 inches. So 6 of the 8 can shoot with their special issue bolt guns. And it's probably worth me paying a command point to use their ability to add 1 to their wound rolls.
Cool.
So we'll do that. So that's 2 misses, 4 hits.
Running on 4s.
Running on 4s. Worth it.
Yep.
Who would die?
Okay. This guy's here. We've got a heavy bolter. This dude. So the heavy bolter will fire there. The normal bolter did move, so we need to be within 12 for rapid fire, which they're not. So it's 2 shots. 1 shot for the bolt gun. Hits and wounds. -1 because of the doctrine.
Okay, so against the captain.
Against these guys.
Oh, yes, go. So this will be a 3-up. Nope. So
That's a wound. And then the heavy bolter. 3 hits. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
-1 because of the doctrine.
3 3-ups.
Yep.
So he's down another wound.
Okay. Chaplain Cassius will fire his combi weapon. Now he's out of 8 to them, unfortunately, so it'll have to be at the last. So he's going to fire the bolt gun component, which is a master crafted bolt gun.
Tasty.
Yeah. 2 shots, I'll do it. Reroll because of Gilliman. Both hits. And that's just the 1 wound.
Against the Alaris.
Against the Alaris.
So that's an AP -2.
I
3.
think it's -3.
Okay, so 4-up. Nope, so that's 2
No, I
wounds.
think it might be -2 actually, John, but
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was doing it.
Yeah, so
So
2
one
wounds.
of them is on 2 wounds.
And then the flamer part of it, 3 shots, wounding you on 5s. That's 1 save for the flamer as well. 2 up. Oh no, it's an assault weapon, isn't it? So
Yep, so 3-up. No, so he's down
1 wound.
under 1 wound.
Good work, good work. Okay, so we're going to start focusing on him now. We've got these guys move, but because of the Ultramarine special rule, because the tactical doctrine's in effect, they can fire without penalties to them for moving with heavy weapons. So, las cannon on him. Hits. Wounds.
Definitely wounds.
Yeah, it was alright.
And then we will do a flak missile. Okay, so another command point for that. So just remember, I'm getting through them. So it's +1, so it's a hit. And it's just a 1 mortal wound. So you've got 3 left. 4 left.
That's probably worth
it's a command point, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I'll do it.
3. It's down to 1 wound remaining. Okay, the Razorbacks are next going to fire at him then. So the twin heavy bolter, again no penalty because of the doctrine. Nowhere near G-Man, so that's 3 hits. That's 1 wound.
-3-up. No, he's dead.
Him hit.
Okay.
Right.
So that is officially
Let's officially slay the warlord.
Slay the Warlord.
I'm going to knock these command points off before I forget.
3 that turn.
So we spent 3, so that puts me down to 2, and we've got Slay the Warlord as well. More shooting. So the sniper scouts here are going to shoot through at the Alaris Terminators, and they'll also fire a Hellfire shell at them for 1 more command point. So, because of Talion being nearby, they're going to be hitting on 2s. They did move, but the doctrine negates them. Snipers. There's nothing. And then the Hellfire shell. About time some bad luck. And then Talion is going to shoot at them as well. See them, that's fine. 2 shots, both hits. 1 wound.
Does he do the mortal wound on
It
his
does, yeah.
So that's 1 Alaris dead,
And then it's 2 damage, I think.
and then a 4 up. No, so that's another one down to 2 wounds.
I think it's -2 and 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Dreadnought will similarly fire at the Alaris Terminator. He fell back, so he's at -1. So, assault cannon. And he might be within 6 of Gilliman, actually.
Give it a cheeky measure.
No, he's just out. Okay.
So that's 2 4-ups.
Yes.
So he's down to 1 wound.
And then the Stormbolter. Yeah. Right, next the Sergeant will just fire at the nearest unit so we can get the rapid fire. He is within range of Gilliman. Will it matter to wound? No. And then Tigurius has just got I think the Primaris Tigurius has just got a bolt pistol. He might as well fire at that same squad. Gilliman and to wound. No. I believe, if I'm correct, that just leaves Gilliman and the
Predator.
Predator. Right, so Gilliman will fire at the Alaris Terminators.
Mm-hmm.
His rapid fire. So he's going to get the bonus to the AP as well. Re-rolling because he's him. And I believe that's 4 saves.
4 4-ups. So that's one of them is down to 2 wounds.
How many wounds did he have? So one's dead and
One's
down.
dead and one's down.
Right,
Yeah.
gotcha. Right. And lastly, the Predator. So, because I've moved him away, he can see the Terminator and he can see this unit here. So we're going to split fire because that never goes wrong. Fire the Stormbolter at these Custodes here. We'll fire the Predator auto cannon at these Custodes here, and then we'll fire the las cannons at that Terminator, just try and plink him off. So las cannons. He moved heavy weapon, but because of the doctrine and because of Cronus, that's a hit.
Yep.
1 save, Charlie.
Nope.
Damage.
Which one? Who's on that? Sorry.
It was on him.
The Terminator.
D6 damage, 3.
3. Yeah.
Stormbolter, 2 hits, no wounds. Did I put litanies on someone? Just +1 to the hit and wound rolls.
moot at this point, to be honest.
Probably. Yeah, probably. And then the oh dear, Predator. Okay. Okay, 2 saves. Onto these guys.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Okay, that's all the shooting done. Pretty effective, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Killed everything we wanted to kill. The Terminators and the Jetbike and Valoris obviously went in the psychic phase. So embarrassingly, it's charge phase. I'm
Charging the
afraid.
phase.
So Robbie G is just going to charge this squad here.
Mm-hmm.
Try and take them out. Okay. So would you like to overwatch?
I would love to Overwatch. Are you multi-charging these two, or is it just?
No, he's just going to charge this squad for now. Cassius feels a bit brave, but he probably won't get in anyway.
So these guys are going to Gilliman, so 6s. No. And Sentinel Blade. No.
I might have a punt with Cassius against them as well, actually. So we'll see if Gilliman gets in first.
Oh, yes, it does. Quite handily.
And then Cassius will have running after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Right. So
then she charges, and we'll
yep.
just gather dice and stuff, and
Yep.
we'll come back for the slaughter. So who's striking first?
So we'll leave Cassius to his fate. So sorry, he'll get back up anyway. But the Gilliman's going to use the Hand of Dominion over the Emperor's sword.
Oh.
So he's got 7 attacks because although he doesn't benefit from the Ultramarine doctrine, he does benefit from having the
Yeah.
assault. So rerolling because he's him. Okay. And then strength is going to be 12, so wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s. That's 6 wounds, so it's -3 damage 4. So
Yeah.
Okay. Are there only 6s in there?
They're all dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the Emperor's sword. I'm reading the wrong entry. That's fine. Okay.
So that is the unit wiped.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay. No more combats?
No.
So did you
I feel pretty
get
bad
any
about
cards out of
things, but I got. Well, I've started Defend 2 with
Yeah.
the Vanguard. Did we tell you the Vanguard bits had dropped down?
Yeah, we
I can't
did.
remember.
Yeah.
Defend 6, I'm going to discard because it's miles away. For the Emperor, we finished a charge,
Yeah.
Scour the Skies, we killed the bike captain, so that's
Okay.
2 victory points
Yep.
on the wonderfully engineered tracker. Puts me
Okay.
on 3 plus 2 secondaries.
Anything you want to say, Charlie?
Right, Spaceman's really good now. Yeah, I mean, it's not really much. I don't think I think I threw absolutely everything I could at one point in the battlefield, and it didn't really do anything. So
No.
I think if I'd had a bit of, maybe if my bikes had survived a bit more, maybe I might have had a chance at tying a few things down. But with Ultramarines as well, being able to disengage and still shoot, there's not really much I can do about the old castle. But let's see. I'm willing to. I'm gonna give it one more go with my last 6 custodians, and we'll see how they do. You know, might be able to salvage some sort of Pyrrhic victory.
Okay, so you don't need to draw any more cards.
I don't
You've
draw any
still got
cards.
the same 4.
Yeah, we're just so
We go straight in.
we're gonna
Yeah.
do these guys.
I'm not going to bother with the battle round things because it's.
But
And then-
do you want to go to Assault Doctrine?
No.
I don't think it was going to make any difference.
No. Okay.
Well, we can for the sake of the channel if it so we can show
If it makes any
if it
difference.
makes any difference we can show.
Okay. So, we'll
melee
do the
and pistol
movement.
attacks are now -1 and the rapid fire aren't, and the Ultramarines additional rule is not in effect either for heavy weapon movement.
Right.
A nice quick movement phase.
Yeah, 2 units, classic custodian style. Okay, so this lot are going to multi-charge these 2.
Not going to shoot.
Yeah, shoot.
Oh no, yeah, of
Shoot.
course.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of tempted to skip the shoot phase, but no, I will. I'll give it a
Shoot
go. I'll give it a go.
Cassius in the
Damage
face.
2.
So Cassius from the Guardian Spears.
Yeah.
In fact, I may as well roll them all together, mightn't I?
Yeah.
So if we do all the Guardian Spears together at Cassius, right, a stupid half-burnt base.
It's toughness 5 as well.
That's hits and then 5s to wound. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, AP -1.
Okay, so he's 4 ups regardless. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Ah! Shoot in his stupid face.
Damage 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Charlie.
I killed a unit!
Yeah.
That's the first unit I've killed! I'm so
Yeah.
excited!
Last strike.
And in the shooting phase.
And in the shooting phase.
Yeah.
Powerful custodian shooting, mate. Okay, so now we move on to the assault phase. So I'm going to charge this. Well, I'll charge this unit into
Girly man.
Master Girly Man.
Right. Overwatch.
By any chance?
No, he lives.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Bring it.
see if they get in. Yeah,
There's him.
7 inches will do it.
And then I assume the second squad's going to follow.
They are indeed. So that squad, the next squad, I think is probably going to be difficult to. Yeah, that's okay. So
Yeah.
6 will get them in.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to play 1 command point to get +1 to wound with my Guardian Spears.
Sensible.
So I've got 6 attacks from the Guardian Spears from this first unit, and they will be hitting on 2s, and then they will be wounding on 3s because of their Guardian Spears +1 to wound, and they are strength 6, and it'll be AP -3. But you've got an Ithrip and Vulnerable save, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so these will be hitting on 2s. Okay, and then wounding on 3s.
Hey.
4,
Saves.
3 up invulnerable, please.
1 failed.
So that's D3 damage. Oh, big 3.
There you go.
And then the Sentinel Blade from the same unit, hitting on 2s. Okay, and then this one unfortunately wounding on 5s. Oh! All over it.
It's the comeback.
The fight back begins here.
1 went through.
Okay, so that's a D3. Oh,
Do
I'm
it
going to command point
one,
reroll
yeah.
that, yeah.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes.
That's 6 wounds.
Fight back
Hack him
begins.
down.
Are you going to interrupt?
No. I haven't got the command points to anyway.
Right.
I don't,
Yeah,
think,
burnt-
I don't think
burnt.
so. I think I've got like 2 left. 2 left.
Yeah, so that's enough to interrupt. No?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not good.
You're not going to mess with fate.
I've given you a rubbish game, so I'm not.
No, don't be
Your
silly.
moment of glory.
Okay, right. So the next lot of Guardian Spears. So again, there'll be 2s.
You know, I'll just get back up anyway.
Yeah, I know. And then this will be 4s. Or just the 1.
Big dice roll. No.
Yeah. And then the Sentinel Blades. And then 5s. Oh. Okay, right.
He's such a douche.
Also, do you sure you don't want to use the Emperor's Sword? Because if you get roll 6 to wound, you do the D3 mortal wounds. It goes straight through in the vulnerable save.
Yeah, probably it was. Yeah, I was only reading that as an afterthought, so we can use the Emperor's Sword.
It's difficult to decide, isn't it? Because that's really good.
Yeah, it was the wounding on 2 that sort of swayed me in the end. But yeah, okay, 7 dice again because he was charged.
Yeah.
He's a bit battered at the moment.
I mean, still only missed once.
True.
So that's D3 mortal wounds. So that's this guy dead.
Yeah.
And how many wounds? Mortal wounds? 3. Okay. So then this guy goes down to this. Next goes down to 1.
And then. Oh yeah, I didn't even declare the unit, did I? But yeah.
I'm assuming yes.
Well, the wounded unit.
Yeah.
And then 4 saves, John. These are ridiculous minus and 3 damage apiece, I think.
Oh, that 3 damage is absolutely horrendous.
Oh, just the 1.
Just
very
the
good.
Right. There we go.
Okay.
So, end of Custodes' turn. You've
Did you get any
not scored any points.
Not scored any points. No. I took 6 wounds off Gilliman though. That's all right. Yeah. You'll go, Jamie. I mean, I'm happy to concede now. I think I've had my little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've given it a try.
There's not really anything I could do. I think to be honest, the game felt very over turn 1 after I lost 5 of my 6 bikes, because that is, as we've said, well, yeah, that's about 500 points, which is nearest down a third of my army. And
I feel good that you went first. That's the only thing I feel good for at the moment. Because if you'd have gone second.
I think if I'd gone second, I don't think I would have even got to your lines,
Exactly.
to be honest. So the fact that I even got into combat is quite a bit of a bonus. But yeah, all good.
Brucey bonus.
Yeah, cheeky 0 points. But you know, it's okay. It's all about the playing, isn't it? It's all about fun.
So we've tried to showcase the Smurfs as best we can, and
What did we show? A couple of doctrines, a
Yeah.
couple of unique units.
They're really good. That's what we showed.
but on the
Maybe
plus
a bit of a
side,
mismatch.
it means the battle report's going to be easier for me to edit.
And shorter for you all watching to watch.
Exactly. So we'll pack everything away and come back for a little wrap up.
Does mean we've got some time to film some army showcases.
That is also very true. Okay then, so seems that Marines are back in a big way.
Again.
Oh, I didn't like it.
No, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Shame we couldn't make more of a game of it, but it has showcased how good this new Space Marine army is, to be honest.
I blame myself. So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
No, I think the extra AP makes a big difference, though, doesn't it? Particularly against Custodes, because
Yes,
that
yeah.
jump from even with the stuff that doesn't have any pre-existing AP value, you get going from a 2-up save to a 3-up save. I mean, you're doubling the number of failed saves,
Yeah.
aren't you? So it just really you just go through the Custodes way faster than you would do ordinarily.
Normally.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they are very good, and we've just been talking at length twice.
We had to
about
reshoot this because the microphone was off.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah, so we've been talking at length, and actually I think whilst they may not be an immediate, real top tier army, I think for casual games, the Marines are just so strong now. With the addition of the shock assault rules, the doctrines, against fluffy lists, against something like these Custodes, they're just going to be so powerful, which I think is GW's maybe gone slightly a bit far with balancing, but we'll see.
Wait till the rest creeps up.
Yeah, if it
Yeah,
could just be a case of Codex creep, and as new books start dropping,
Yeah.
we'll see whether it balances out. I still think they'll struggle against some of the big tournament lists, the big spam lists. Things like Plague Bearers are still going to do, or Hordes of Plague Bearers are still going to do some work against them.
Flyers.
9 Eldar Flyers.
Ugh.
funnily enough, just about to place an order on Element Games.
Don't do it.
But yeah, it was a pretty good showcase of
Yeah, I mean they went
the new
through
rules.
me like like the Emperor's sword through butter, really. Didn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a quote about that.
Yeah.
So,
So, man of the match.
well, there were a few contenders. Telian and his scouts, they did a fantastic first volley, didn't they? That was unexpected to get through that Aquila bearer. They're good shooting from Cronus and his Predator and the Devastators, but I think for everything he brought to the army, if not directly did, it's got to be the big man, Robbie G, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean all the buffing he did and then running forwards and trashing 2 squads of Custodians. I mean it was very much like, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't come out often, and we probably won't bring him out for a while because we want the games to be less one-sided. So
A bit more balanced.
yeah, we wanted to show off some Ultramarine stuff in the first game with them, and that's what we've done. But next time we'll bring some other models.
I'm sure it'll come out once Charlie's picked up Magnus. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going to do that?
I might do. The Thousand Suns, I mean I need to get him at some point, don't I?
What about some Xanagors?
No. Just ruined it. Stupid bird, goat, beastman, rubbish. But,
So,
yeah.
man of the match.
Man of the match is
Before
my,
you go too tangential.
before I got my
and
massive
ranting.
chip on my shoulder about Zangors. So I just think that there wasn't really anyone who did anything particularly good. Trajan Valoris sort of tried to pimp slap some sense into the Dreadnought, but nothing really happened. I mean, he got him down to 1 wound. But yeah, you don't get promoted to being Captain General of the Custodians by nearly killing stuff. So I think it's got to be the only anonymous Custodian guard who hit Rob Gurleyman in the face.
So you say anonymous, he probably has got about 6 million names.
Yeah, they do go in for that, don't they? But just as soon as I've got my microscopic brush, I'll just be writing names all over him.
Just use Sharpie.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he the same guy who gunned down Cassius?
Let's say yes.
Yes. Yeah.
He can have his first extra name for that. He's a new recruit.
He's in a few pieces now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly on fire.
On the Infinity Gate, or wherever it is they carve. What's the name? Is it the Bell of Lost Souls that tolls for all the...
Yes, on
carved their
Terra.
name somewhere.
Yeah.
And,
That bell's ringing itself hoarse at the moment, isn't it? Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, as I say, we wish it had been a slightly closer game, but this is
still
a
had fun.
showcase,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was good. It was a good laugh at least.
We got to see some strategies. We got to see the new doctrines.
Yep.
And Charlie got to bring his Custodes out for the first
Yeah.
time.
Indeed, yes.
It gives you a few learning points as well.
Well,
doesn't it?
I can't do any worse with them now, so the next game will definitely be an
It'll
improvement.
definitely be better.
3
Yeah.
Caladius tanks.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that guy. I don't have
What
any-
about if I bring 9 Eldar flyers?
Yeah, okay, I'm not going to collect these.
Okay then, so as usual, if you liked anything in the video, let us know. If you didn't like anything, let us know. With the exception of maybe balanced armies, let us know if there's anything that you think that we could do better. Getting rid of Gurliman also would help. Yeah, just like, comment, subscribe, please. That would really help. And just stay tuned for the next battle report. It has already been filmed, and we'll be going up shortly after this one.
Right.
So,
Ta-ta.
And farewell.